last night we went to the premiere of Dev Patel's director debut, Monkey Man. This was a really interesting movie. Here's the thing. I love Dev Patel. I think this guy, you know, he was in Skins, the first couple seasons of Skins, and he was actually like one of the more minor Skins characters. Like, he wasn't like a main focus, but he was in it and he was really funny then. Easily could have just been like, you know, one of the guys in Skins that like doesn't like end up doing much after Skins, but he's probably the most successful actor, I would argue, from Skins, other than maybe Nicholas Hoult. I think he's quite big. He was in X-Men and stuff, but Dev Patel seems like he's definitely the forerunner there. Loved him in Slumdog Millionaire. If you haven't seen that movie, that is just one of the most like incredible movies ever. It is such a fantastic movie about a guy who grows up in the slums of India and ends up winning Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, funnily enough. And the whole movie is about how, you know, he's sitting there on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the guy asks a question. It's like A, B, C, or D. And then it flashes back into this guy's life, his history, and there's a moment in his life and this story of his life growing up in the slums, which is where why he knows the answer, right? Fascinating movie, really original like concept. It's great. And I always say every time I go to a trivia night or anything like that, I often have a Slumdog Millionaire moment, right? Which is not quite the same as the Slumdog Millionaires moments, but like basically if you hear a question at a trivia night and then you have a little flashback in your mind to where you found why you know the answer to that question, that's what I call a Slumdog Millionaire moment. Lion, which I've talked about at least once on this show before, one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life, starring Dev Patel, Australian film. Watch it if you haven't seen it. True story. Unbelievable story. So, Dev Patel in Monkey Man makes his director debut. He's also the lead actor in it, multi-talented guy. And this movie, which I really didn't know anything about. I honestly did not look into what it was about. Essentially, I'm trying to think, we were talking about it afterwards. It's like John Wick meets Kill Bill, and even maybe Wolverine, or a superhero-esque origin story kind of vibe, right? And it's basically about this guy, Dev Patel, who is trying to get revenge on the people who killed his mother when he was a child. But as you sort of go further into the movie and learn more about his childhood, there's some really traumatic stuff that happened, and it's absolutely unbelievable, some of the stuff that this character experienced as a kid, right? There's a lot of depth there. As I said, it's almost like a superhero origin story, like a Batman style origin story, with this character. Of course, there's no superpowers. It's set in reality. It's all kind of real, but just some incredible action scenes, incredible fight choreography, just lots of shaky kind of wavy camera, lots of surrealism in his memories and experiences. It's really, really fascinating movie. I'm still kind of processing it a lot, but visually just stunning. And Dev Patel, as always, just incredible performance, right? Like I said, it reminded me a bit of Kill Bill, because, and Kill Bill that, you know how they say Tarantino best, Kill Bill, genuinely, when I watch it, I'm this is a good film. This is a good movie. I have favorite movies. I'm not necessarily a film buff. I like movies. So I have favorite movies like School of Rock, where I'm this is a good movie, but it's not a cinematic marvel, right? Then you watch Kill Bill and you're oh, okay, this is why Tarantino is the best. This is a very well-made film. It looks incredible. There's so much thought into it. And it reminded me a lot of Kill Bill in the camera decisions, the excessive amount of blood, and just unbelievably gory Mortal Kombat style murders at certain points, which were just absurdly like crazy to watch a lot of the time. But yeah, I think stylistically and structurally and visually and performance-wise, and even like the music it was just a ride. It was just an absolute ride from start to finish, and I really encourage people to go see it. Unless you don't like action movies with a lot of blood, then you probably shouldn't see this, and you definitely won't like it. But Monkey Man is certainly something else in the realm of cinema, and apparently like a project that Dev Patel has been wanting to make for a very long time. I think it's based on something from Indian folklore as well. So just unbelievable film that I think everyone should go and see.